Hey guys, 5 most common wiring mistakes we see with outlets. Please remember to turn off the power before working on any outlet. Number 1, reverse polarity. The gold screws are for the hot side, or that's the black wire. The silver screws are for the neutral side, or the white wire. Sometimes we will see these installed backwards. So if the black was on the silver side and the white was on the gold side, that is backwards, and it's called reverse polarity. There's several reasons why it could cause damage to electrical appliances. It could also be a safety issue. Number 2, stripping back too much insulation. A do-it-yourselfer will often strip back too much of the wire insulation, and then when they go to make their hook and they come around and they go to tighten that up and screw that down, there's way too much exposed copper behind the outlet, and that provides areas in the box where it could short circuit, definitely create a problem. So don't strip back too much insulation. The opposite is true as well, not stripping back enough insulation. So in this example, if they try to install it under the screw, that's just not enough contact. Or if they've tried to bend that around to create the little shepherd's hook, when the do-it-yourselfer goes to install that, there's not enough contact. It could actually heat up at that point. And you can check it on the back of your outlet. There is a strip gauge. You can see it right here. And go ahead and put up your wire, and it shows you right to the line and to the edge. It shows you the correct amount to remove, so this one is perfect. Number 3, a backwards hook. If you are putting the wire on the terminal screw, and some do-it-yourselfers will go a little bit too fast and they just hook it on in like this, that's actually backwards. When you go to tighten that down on the right side, it will actually pull that wire out of the screw and start to unwind it. So you do want to get your directions right. Always hook it in this direction. So when you tighten that down clockwise, it actually pulls up the wire nice and tight, nice and snug, and that will never come out. That's a very good connection. Number 4, speed wiring or backstabbing. These circles provided from the manufacturer are a method of speed wiring in the back of the outlet. If you strip off the correct amount of insulation, you simply stick it all the way in, nice and firm, and it's a tight connection. It feels good. It's easier for a do-it-yourselfer for sure with no experience. If you were just doing one replacement, one outlet at a time, not a big deal, pretty easy to use. It is commonly done. However, if you were replacing like 50 of these in a house, I would take the time to really do it the traditional method by the hooking around the screw and tighten it down. Over time, the backstabbing, sometimes I've seen them come out. I've seen the wire snap or overheat right at that connection. A lot of times if you have a dead outlet, when you turn off the power and check, the wire is broken off, and that's the reason. If you have the time and you're doing a lot of outlets, I would do it the proper traditional method. Number 5, the terminal screws are full. You're adding another circuit or another outlet, so they have no place to go. Sometimes the DIYer will back out one of these screws and they'll try to shove another wire in there, trying to get 2 per screw. If you open that up and try to force it in there, it's just not going to be a stable connection. It's not what the outlet was designed for. The manufacturer specs says 1 wire per terminal screw. The proper method would be what's called a pigtail. You're going to use your handy dandy wire connectors. Make sure to read the packaging. They will tell you exactly how many connections are used in each connector. You don't want to exceed that. You strip back the insulation, connect the 2 wires in the workbox, and only have 1 wire coming out. So 2 wires going in, 1 wire coming out, and then that 1 wire will install to the outlet just like earlier. Tighten that on down and you have a good solid connection.